We got up the next morning to embark on a sea canoe adventure. 3 days on a liveaboard ship that we were promised through the internet would be an adventure of a lifetime.
Here we go.
We took our sea canoe boat through the islands of Phang-Nga Bay. The history of these islands started some 20 million years ago, when it was the world's largest coral reef. Then plate tectonics eventually pushed this coral reef up from the sea floor, and today it towers above the ocean as beautiful limestone cliffs. Within these islands are many caves, some of which we had the opportunity to explore. Also within these islands are what the Thai people call hongs. The only way to access many of these hongs are through narrow caves, and they can only be accessed during low tide. We are about to enter Honeymoon Hong. This particular cave is about 1,500 meters long. The only light is that offered by our flashlights. The ceilings of these caves are so low that we have to lay down flat on our backs as we use these special inflatable canoes to navigate the narrow passages. Eventually, the ceiling became too low and the walls too narrow for us to be able to continue without deflating our raft.
Get the cross right there, Phil.
Yeah, and this one is onion rings, and this is the prawn tempura.
Oh, wow.
Here we're feeding chicken skin to the local bird life, Burmese kites, and white-bellied sea eagles.
Deep fried fish, and mixed with onion and soybean.
This is known as the Blue Room. Bird Nest Island was featured in National Geographic magazine some years ago. Here these residents live on this island year-round to protect their very lucrative treasure, bird nests used throughout Asia for bird nest soup. Visiting this island at one point became a great controversy for Sea Canoe and nearly cost one of Sea Canoe's staff members his life. Fred and I wanted to go back into the actual cave to see the bird nests. However, Palm, our tour guide, didn't want us to do so. Rit, one of the other tour guides with us, didn't listen to Palm and took us back anyway. We had to wade through inches of bird dung as we traveled through the cave. Here you can see the bamboo shafts that were used to climb to the tops of the roof in order to retrieve the bird nests. Rit worked for many years here in the bird nest caves. Fred is about to slip on some bird dung. This island is several hours from the nearest mainland. However, some Thai entrepreneurs built a Gilligan-style hut to serve restaurant dinners to those who ventured here. When we went behind their restaurant, we found a 5-foot monitor lizard sorting through their trash. Earlier on this day, I had a lunch that gave me food poisoning. And while we had landed for the evening on this beautiful island of paradise, I found myself regurgitating my lunch as a Thai tropical storm released its fury over our heads. We had planned on sleeping in tents on this island, but after the close encounter with the viper, nobody wanted to sleep on the ground. Instead, this night we stayed on the boat. We are entering the mangrove forests in search of the gibbon and macaque monkeys. After wandering through the mangroves for nearly an hour, we finally spotted something.